Impression, a strong effect produced on the intellect, feelings, and conscience. The first and immediate effect of an experience or perception upon the mind. When you have a new employee start with your team, what impression do you want to make? What perception would you like for them to walk away with of you, the team, and of Selden? According to Harvard Business School, people make decisions about other people that they're meeting for the first time on two metrics: trustworthiness and confidence. Meet Stan. Stan is so excited for his first day at Selden LLC. He couldn't wait to get to his new job. Stan arrived at work 10 minutes early just so he could make a great first impression on his new boss. Unfortunately, though, no one is at the office to meet Stan. Stan's leader arrived and opened the office promptly at 8:30 a.m. Quick introductions were made, and Stan was shown his desk and told to watch some new hire videos. Stan completed all of his videos, but he was left alone all afternoon. No one reminded him about lunch, so he just worked through it. He wasn't shown the break room or the restrooms, and everyone seemed really busy, so he didn't want to ask. No one met with Stan regarding his goals or his career aspirations. No one really even spoke with him. His boss told him thank you at the end of the day, though. Poor Stan. Did his boss convey trustworthiness and confidence? Is Stan a raving fan of his leader, team, and his company? Let's try this again. Meet Sue. Sue is so excited for her first day at Selden LLC. She arrived a little early to make a good first impression, and she was greeted by her new boss. Sue's boss took a few minutes to chat with her about some of her career goals that they discussed in the interview. Sue was introduced to her coworkers. They all discussed their roles in the success of the company and why they feel pride in all that they do. Sue's boss had office keys ready and even had an area map printed out for her. Sue was impressed with how everything was ready and organized for her. Sue was given some time to complete her training videos, but her boss continued to check in on her to see if she needed anything. Much to her surprise, Sue's boss and team ordered in lunch so they could all get to know one another a little bit better. Sue is excited to be a part of a team that has shown that they want to work with her and help her grow in her career. Sue can't wait to tell her friends and family about her first impression of Selden LLC. Sue is a raving fan. Still puzzled? Let's sort it out. Make some time to plan what the first day, week, and even that first month will look like for you and your new employee. What types of tasks will you be teaching, and how will you include training into their schedule? How can you show them what Selden Pride is all about? When we have new employees joining our team, this is a great time to reflect on our own leadership. So, why did you want to be a leader in the beginning? What's your motivation to keep going as an effective leader when times are tough? It's important to remember our mindset behavioral expectations and how they affect us as an employee, how we interact with our customers, and with one another. Be sure to share the 7 principles of leadership with your new employee. This way, they know exactly what they can expect from you as a leader within Selden LLC. Once your recruiter has let you know that your new hire will be starting, it's time to get your plan together. If your new employee is a property management employee who will be working on site, print off a copy of the site map and note any important areas. This is very helpful to a brand new employee. Also, make sure that you have a set of keys ready for them. If your new employee is going to be working in the corporate office, be sure to set aside some time to show them around the office building. Restrooms, break rooms, and even printers and copiers are all great areas to know. Be sure to call your new employee and welcome them to Selden LLC and to your team. This is a great time to cover any questions that they may have, but also to cover the arrival time and the location for their first day. Plan on bringing lunch in or taking the new employee out for a team lunch on their first day. Take this time to get to know the new hire and to share some Selden Pride with them. Be sure to get approval from your supervisor for a lunch outing. As a Selden leader, we should always be focused on building pride. Be sure to let your new hire know what's going really well in your department or at your community. Try building pride through complimenting others. Spiderweb compliments are the most powerful compliments that we can give. As you're introducing your new hire to Janet, perhaps you could mention, "Hey, Janet, I wanted to let you know that Doug stopped by my office yesterday to tell me what a great job you did with delinquency." By complimenting Janet in front of the new employee, not only are you building up Janet, but you're also showing your new employee that you recognize the efforts that your team puts out. We want all of our Selden employees to be PR agents, great PR agents. So make a point of introducing employees with why that employee is so valuable to the property or the company. An example of this might be, "Jane, this is Dave who works for maintenance at Selden Heights Apartments. He and the maintenance team are the reason that the grounds look so great around here. They really work hard to make this property shine." In doing this, we've recognized Dave and his team for all of their hard work. Now, Dave knows that he's being recognized, but Jane also knows that we are not afraid to brag a little about our shining Selden stars. Plan some time to meet with your new employee about setting goals. Encourage them to set goals that are specific. To set a specific goal, you must answer the 6W questions: who, what, where, when, which, and why. Ensure that their goals are measurable. When you can measure your progress, your team will stay on track, you will hit your target objectives, and achieve the desired outcome. It's okay to reach for the stars, but make sure that your goals are attainable. You can attain most any goal that you set when you plan your steps wisely and establish a time frame that allows you to carry out those steps. Set realistic goals, but not necessarily easier goals. A hard goal is frequently easier to reach than an easier one because we're highly motivated to achieve this goal. Remember that taking a team from good to great, it takes time, focus, planning, goal setting, and attention from you personally. We want you to be actively involved with the goal setting of your new employee. And lastly, your goal setting should be timely. A goal should be grounded within a time frame. When there's no time frame tied to a goal, there's no sense of urgency, and someday just doesn't work. But if you anchor it within a time frame, like by the end of the first quarter, then you've set your unconscious mind into motion to begin working on that goal. Let's recap our plan for success. First, we want you to call the new employee and welcome them to your team. Be sure to ask your supervisor about planning a team lunch for their first day. Next, take some time to reflect on your leadership style. What areas can you improve on, and what areas do you excel in? Then, review the behavioral expectations and the 7 principles of leadership, as well as the mindset principles on pride, complimenting others, and being a PR agent. When thinking of tasks that your new hire will be completing, think about helping them create SMART goals. Completing their education bundles will be one of their first goals. Need some other ideas in order to create that great first impression with your new employee? Feel free to email us at recruiting@selden.com.